Well, hello everybody, Spegtacular, Silverstacular is here, looking over some stuff today, man. Metals, things coming out of the earth. I find it fascinating that this stuff has industrial use, and more each and every day. Our precious metals, our regular metals, stones, rocks, all kinds of stuff that we get from the earth are being used each and every day by us, consumed by us, because it's becoming more and more essential to our everyday lives. Look at silver and gold. Beyond how back in the past it used to be essential because we used it for money, right? Silver and gold coins, that was our money, and copper coins, things like that too. But today, you know, it's not so much used for coins as a need, but it's used for like things that we're watching each other from, computers and cell phones and all that stuff, all kinds of electrical things. It's used as a need now for a whole different way. And now there's other things out in the world too that are really great, like uranium. I'm a big fan of uranium. I've said that many times on this show. I think that's a big part of our future. And it has some historical past to it too, right? The nuclear reactors and everything that are out there that are all over the world, you know, those use uranium. I have a company for you I want to show you real quick. This fell into my lap. First of all, I want to thank them, Traction Uranium, for reaching out to me and sponsoring this video. That was really cool. It helped me to learn more a little bit about their company. And I want to show you all. You know, I'm not a financial advisor by any means, but I can show things to you that I'm seeing, if that's okay with you. I'll also have some information down in the description of the video for Traction Uranium, so check down below, and you can see them right here in the OTC, which is the U.S. markets. The ticker symbol is TRCTF, and I have it right here too. We're going to discuss it for a minute. Down a little bit, which is awesome. In current trading, you know, everything's been coming down kind of in the stock market. So if you have a little bit of extra cash, think about doing some investing beyond precious metals that I always talk about, because, you know, most financial advisors, and I'm not one, but they recommend that you have maybe like a 5 to 10% portfolio in precious metals. And that can go up and down based on what you want to do personally. But it's not 100% ever, you know, and nothing should be. It should be something where you diversify your portfolio in any of your investments. And that's what successful investors preach and do. Generally, right? Sometimes you strike it lucky with, you know, one thing, but good luck with that. I've never had that success. Maybe you have, I don't know. But I want to go to Traction Uranium's website. And again, I'll have this information down in the description of the video in case you want to follow along. But I'll read a little bit of what it says here. And it says, welcome, advancing projects is what we do. And they got a really cool video right here on the right. I really suggest you watching that. It gives you a lot of information about uranium, Traction Uranium's company, and kind of the future of uranium and nuclear power. But anyways, Traction Uranium, and there's their ticker symbol, TRCTF, is in the business of mineral exploration and the development of discovery prospects in Canada, including 3 exciting uranium projects in the world-renowned Athabasca region. Why is that important in Canada, and why are they saying it's the world-renowned Athabasca region? Well, a lot of uranium has been found there. I think we're going to talk about that here in a second. You're going to like that too. In fact, a heavy percent of the world's uranium has been located in that region. So for this company to have 2 projects within that region alone is, I think it's significant. So we'll come back to that in a second. But I do want to show you their stock ticker symbol right here, which again is in the OTC markets under TRCTF. Don't forget, I'm going to have that down below. So, you know, if you don't hear me saying that right now, or you forget, or whatever the case may be, we can jump back to that. It's no problem. But you can see it's about 33 cents right now a share, and down a cent. A lot of things are coming down because of the wonky markets right now. So fortunately, if you are an investor and you have a little bit of money to spend, when markets start coming down, right, that's a good time to go ahead and start looking around a little bit. And that's what you should be doing. Do your own research, look around, see what's available, and see what kind of things are out there for when you are ready to invest, you can start pouncing. You know, like when stocks come down in price, that's kind of a good idea in my opinion. Anyways, we got the, let's go, there's the 1 month, let's go 6 month historical data. So you can see how it has come down a little bit, just slightly from August, right? Not very much, but it's come down, and it's actually now where it is today. It's pointed up. I mean, it's definitely peaking pretty good right now. So it's got some momentum behind it. There's an uptrend in the market for traction uranium. So that seems pretty strong right now. But I mean, if you came in last month, you're already up, you know, what is that, like 33 something percent. That's pretty good. Almost 40%. That's not so bad at all. So, you know, check this out right here, and check out their stock and just look around at it. You know what I mean? Tell me what you think. You know, a lot of stuff is coming down right now. So what's going to happen to this company in a year or two when they really start doing a lot more discovering in those projects of theirs? And actually, you know what? Let's talk about that for a second. I'll move this window over because I want to show you their projects. So again, in that Athabasca, you know, region right there, which is big for uranium. In fact, I have this information right here. The Athabasca Basin region is home to 10 of the 15 highest grade uranium deposits in the entire world. So 10 out of 15, this one place on Earth right here has it. And this one company, Traction Uranium, has 3 projects within that gigantic, you know, uranium deposit. Pretty cool. With about 20 times the international average purity. It says, discovered in the 1940s, the area has been active production, or inactive production, for over 60 years. So they've been doing some uranium digging right there. And it says 15.5% of the world's uranium come from this area. That is huge. 15.5% of the entire world supply is coming from Canada in this Athabasca Basin region. So pretty neat right there, and that's why I wanted to show that little section right there, because of how important it is that this company, Traction Uranium, has 3 locations here. So you can see one of their projects here, which is Key Lake South, and that's in the southern area here. And you can actually look at this map, and you can see that there are past producing and producing mines very close to that location right there. And so, and they're, you know, constantly, Traction Uranium is looking around, you know, their projects pre-dig, and trying to see, you know, what's in the ground, and trying to get samples and whatnot. And they're finding, you know, definitely finding uranium, radioactive areas which signal kind of, uranium being in those areas, cobalt, nickel, precious metals, important rare earth metals. So, you know, there's stuff down there for them to dig that's not just uranium, which you can start, you know, getting money off of that stuff when you start digging. So a lot of potential there. And so let me see projects, and you can see, again, we've already seen their Key Lake South, which is right there. And we're going to go to Hardy Bay, which is another one. And let's see, am I there? All right, Hardy Bay, little overview picture of it. Kind of looks pretty. And that's in the northern part of the Athabasca Basin. So you have the Key Lake South over in the southern area, and then the Hardy Lake, which is up on top there, or Hardy Bay. And then we're going to go to Lazy Edward Bay. And let's see, bear with me, internet speeds. Right here. So you can see it's kind of a little bit more to the left there of the Key Lake area. So it's almost like this nice triangular shape of locations that they have. And again, that's all in that really super rich area, that Athabasca Basin region, where past producing mines and currently producing mines of uranium are working, have found the stuff, are finding the stuff. 15.5% of the entire world's uranium is coming from that place. 10 out of 15 of the largest uranium areas are within the Athabasca Basin region. So it's looking good for Traction Uranium to be able to find plenty of uranium for their company. So let's see, what else we got here? Oh, I found this really cool. Check this out. It says, first of all, you know that many countries are in the Paris Accord, where they're trying to be like a net zero emissions by, what is it, 2050? Yeah, right here, 2050. And it says nuclear needs to double by 2050 to achieve the Paris Accord. So what does that mean if it needs to double in only, what, 27 years or so? We need more. We need more nuclear, which means more digging, which means the company that are currently involved in things like uranium, which is what powers nuclear power, they're going to be bigger and bigger and bigger all the time for the next couple decades or so. Anyways, what does this say? Nuclear energy now provides 10% of the world's electricity from 443 power reactors. So that's going to have to be a lot bigger, like I said, you know, in the next couple decades or so. Nuclear is the world's second largest source of low carbon power. And what I find interesting about nuclear, I don't know, we just have this mindset, I think, or at least I do, of nuclear being kind of like dangerous and you know, unclean and blah 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 and scary. But actually nuclear is like the cleanest source of energy, and it's also the safest source of energy, even safer and cleaner than like solar and wind, which I think is absolutely crazy to even think about. But yeah, that's what uranium does. It makes clean energy, and it's just really efficient too, which is the crazy part. So it's clean, it's safe, and it's super efficient. Last facts on nuclear energy. Nuclear fuel is extremely energy dense. So right here is one uranium pellet, which is what is utilized to make nuclear energy, and it equals 17,000 cubic feet of natural gas, which is in this giant tank right here, or 120 gallons of oil, which is in these drums, or 1 ton of coal. It's just one little pellet. So clean, efficient, safe. Uranium is a really, really strong bet, I think. What else do I got? I got this right here. This I thought was interesting too. It says, who is building nuclear reactors? Top 10 countries by nuclear capacity under construction. Capacity kind of tripped me up. But right here you can see China is big. Why is China so big in the nuclear world? Well, you know, they got the world's largest population, so maybe they know that they need this stuff right here. They got a lot of people to deal with and try to now have clean energy for, and so they're working their tails off trying to get this thing going. And then India, of course, second world's largest population. They're going to be right behind China, of course. And you know, U.S. has just recently started building more reactors. I think within the last 30 years there was like nothing built, and then all of a sudden now they're going back to it. If they got to get to net zero emissions by 2050, how's that going to happen? How's that stuff going to work? It's going to happen because of nuclear, and they're going to have to get uranium in order to do it. And so places like Traction Uranium are going to succeed because of what they are. All right, this part right here I also thought was cool too. It says Russia also operates a fleet of large nuclear powered icebreakers and has more under construction. It has also connected a floating nuclear power plant. Look at that. That's crazy that they have these giant ships like you know, Titanic sized, that aren't going to fall prey to what Titanic did with, you know, icebergs. They're crushing the ice. They actually, well, that's what they're meant to do, is throw ice out of the way, basically crush it and move it, and allow other boats to come through. So that's what they're designed for, and they're being powered by nuclear. So what does Russia have planned? You gotta wonder, right? Here's more information about them. Nuclear powered icebreaker, and it shows one right here. Big old boats right there, designed to, you know, break the ice and allow other boats to come on through. What could they have? What could they do? Being powered by nuclear, you know, there's fish all in the water, but powered by nuclear, basically an endless food supply being right there underneath you, and then just the ability to just go wherever you want in the water. What could Russia do? That's kind of scary to think about. Here's some more information right here about nuclear. This comes from the BBC. It says Rolls-Royce 6 sites shortlisted for nuclear reactor factory. So I'm just going to read just a quick little piece because it tells you exactly what it's all about. Engineering firm Rolls-Royce has shortlisted 6 sites for a major new factory building nuclear reactors. The government wants to build 16 small modular reactors in the next 25 years to secure UK's energy supply and hit its net zero target by 2050. So they want like small reactors to go, I guess, into vehicles. Kind of crazy. And if you can start building small reactors to get into a vehicle, where else can you put it? Can you put it in people's homes? Are you going to stop nuclear power sites and just have people controlling their own energy from right there inside their own homes? Who knows? I mean, it's interesting to see them to do this right here, and it's like happening. And within the next 20 years or so, you're going to hear more and more about uranium. And then again, companies that are working on getting uranium have the projects, the land to do so. You're going to be like, wow, I had the opportunity to invest in companies like that. And I was like, oh, I'll just wait. And it's going to be one of those things where it could very well be just too late. So Traction Uranium is a very interesting choice, in my opinion, especially when the thing is 33 cents right now a share. So, you know, one day you're going to see a company that's maybe like, you know, Traction Uranium, and you're going to be like, man, I saw that. I could have invested in that company. You know, it was just 33 cents a share, and now it's XYZ. You know, it's just, I can't even afford that anymore. Who knows? Who knows the possibilities? But I'm looking at it. It's something I'm definitely thinking about, and I'm offering you, you know, just the information. That's all I'm really doing. Do your own research. Check it out for yourself. Go to their website, tractionuranium.com. I'll put the information down in the bottom of this video just so you can click on it and just check it out yourself. Watch this video of theirs right here, this Traction Uranium video, because I think it's very interesting. Again, in the OTC markets, TRCTF, check that out. Look at their stock price and give it a once over, because why not? Learn about nuclear. You know, again, on this channel, silver, gold, big ones, right? That's what we talk about. But there's other things out there too, investments that we can get into. And uranium is a metal, and that's why I do talk about it on this channel, because it is an investable kind of metal, something you don't want really in your home, right? I mean, I don't want just a bunch of yellow cake uranium just sitting all over my desk, but I can go ahead and get into companies like Traction Uranium and get involved in the uranium game without having this stuff cluttering up and causing me to, you know, have radioactive skin. Anyways, I gotta go for now. I appreciate you for watching. Check out Traction Uranium. Spegtacular is out.